Hello everyone and welcome back for some Angels with Scaly Wings. Where's it? There it is. What? Ready to launch. Was there some sort of an update? I will also be in the Discord, the one that's in the description, in the public voice channel if anyone wants to join. This would be more for the, if anyone is already actually in the server. Because if you want to join, you have to get approved by AWSW, and I don't think he's quite around just right now. Alright, so we're not going to start because we're already on the endings here. Chapter 2. We finally have some free time. Whatever am I going to do? Looks like there are some messages on the answer sheet. I believe that was Anna, correct? I just wanted to update you. I still don't have an open spot in the facility for your tests, but I'll be free if you want to cash in on your reward. You know I'm busy, so this is your chance for your date, if you still want to go through with it. Take it or leave it. I don't much care either way. In any case, you know where to find me. I guess the choice is mine. YouTubers. That being said, Twin Peaks, I don't know if you're actually in the chat just right now, or if you want to hop in the voice chat, or if you're able to, I should ask. So the first choice, in theory, is up to you. I'll just quickly get my dice out real quick. I haven't seen Justin today after his mention of an earthquake. For that matter, I haven't actually seen Double either. I think he actually had a free day today, and wow, that's actually a big cave in a row or something. I don't know what the difference is. It's just in a tree out there, and wow, that's a big, big bird. Actually just sitting in the trees over there. I'm sorry for the complete, absolute random distraction. Setting up your PC for YouTube? Alright. You just need to hop in the public channel 1 in the Discord server. Again, that Discord server is in the link in the description. Should be. Let me just check to confirm. Yes, that is a Discord link. Go to... Yes, that's a working link. Okay, just checking to confirm. So 5 options, alright. Right, there are only 5 options because we haven't actually seen Zhang at the store or local price this run. So that explains why it's only the 5, also being chapter 2. So our status, we have all 6 of the things. Is that really all that we need for Bryce, Lauren, Anna, Remy? Oh, yeah, no, we're actually missing the blueprints, but that's fine. We can get the blueprints later. Alright, so for now, I'm not getting an answer in YouTube. So my dice suggest that I should meet with Lauren. If you don't want Anna to get abandoned, somebody better be in chat soon. Thus here, hello Justin. Now that you're actually here, real quick. Hey Justin, yes. Justin, who do you want to actually see today? You are actually just slightly too late, but you're still in time to give an opinion. Hello, Jason. Alright, so the both of you, who do you want to meet with first? Randy, Anna, Laura, Bryce, or order some lunch? Laura? Alright. How about Justin? Who do you wanna meet? Laura? Is that fine with you too? Alright, I guess I'll be heading over to Laura. Today said so anyways, I guess, so unless Apple were to come up all of a sudden. We went to the bar that Laura had suggested as our meeting place. When we looked around, we saw Bryce sitting at a table talking to someone we couldn't see. We lingered on him for a second, but soon spotted Lorm in the corner of our eye. There you are! Hey, Lorm! So it turns out we've seen this before. Sure, we could skip ahead. We are not skipping anything ahead today. For the next month. We'll be finishing the playthrough, and then that'll actually be it. The entire series will be over. It's good to see you. I thought you might not show up. Alright, so for YouTube, do you want to answer, are we late? We almost did, well, we're here now, or we almost did. There we go. I'm having problems with the tongue today. Justin might just be idling in the background or something right now. We can just move some windows over. Sure, there. Yeah, there. Okay, just moving some windows over in the background. I've got 2 monitors and it's not enough. Yeah, I can surely see that. We are kind of surprised that you wanted to meet here. Don't take this the wrong way, but are you even old enough to drink? What are you talking about? Oh, I see. I can assure you that I am a fully grown adult. My species doesn't get much bigger than this. Speaking of which, are you fully grown yet? How big do humans usually get? And how do you stack up compared to me? Oh, and would you mind if I took some notes? Before we get into that, you haven't told us yet what exactly this is all for. Are you sure you're not a reporter? If I was, Sebastian wouldn't let me meet you in the first place. And we thought the uniform was just a clever disguise. It's real though, Sebastian knows I work at the local post office. Excuse me, but this still doesn't really tell us anything about why we're here. You're a postman who wants to interview me for what exactly? There we go. I just realized that the audio might actually be overpowering me. Sorry, I guess I got ahead of myself. Maybe a full introduction is in order, and after that, you can still decide if you want to go through with this or not. Does this sound good to us? Sure, go ahead. Or do we already regret coming here? I bet I know the one that Twin Peaks is not going to pick. First? Alright, sounds good to us. I recently graduated college with a degree in computing and moved in here with a good friend of mine. This town doesn't exactly offer the best opportunities to put my degree to good use, though. Then why move here in the first place? Living in the city can be very expensive. I can always move later when I get a job there. I've got other plans right now, though. I'm working on a video game! A video game? So what's this all about? What, a video game? Oh, you said this is going to be something serious, or video game. Sounds interesting. Sounds interesting? Alright. I'm curious why I'm actually getting about 2 seconds delay between OBS over here and... Well, I can understand 400 milliseconds actually, but 2 full seconds over on my OBS here. I'm actually getting answers popping up under my game window here first from Chrome. On the same device, no less. Exactly. Video games and computers are just starting to catch on in places like this town. Making good content will be very important to give a good first impression. And humans have always been part of our media. Books, movies, and now games. With you on our side, this could be an amazing opportunity. Well... Oh, maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all. Alright, so... What's our choice, people? Are we going to say that... are we going to ask why, or are we going to say, you're right about that, I can't help but feel a little deceived by all this? Man, I think I've been talking non-stop for the last 3 days or so. I think my throat is sore. Why? Alright. Just grabbing some tea here. I think I'm running at the end of my thermos. That's fine. I don't know. You don't seem so thrilled about doing this anymore. Besides, your job must be really stressful, and you're probably already in the spotlight all the time. And now on top of it, you've got some postman harassing you for an interview. If you wanted to leave, I'd get that. Are we going to stay, or are we going to leave? We should totally pick to leave, though. Well, I'm already here and have nothing else to do, so let's make the most of this. Yes, thank you! At least I won't have to be so careful now with a reporter. I'd have to worry about things being misinterpreted or taken out of context. You should still be careful. What you tell me now will influence how your entire species will be represented in the game. Don't worry though, I'll treat this delicate matter with the required finesse. Don't get ahead of yourself, we haven't even started yet. We're sure of it, or okay! I see Marky is also now streaming in promotions. His birthday stream, apparently. Okay, alright. How should we do this then? Let me think. Why do you want to make this game in the first place? I've always wanted to make a video game. I've had this idea for a while, and it seems now is the right time to do it. It's almost as if you arrived at the perfect moment. I don't know. Don't you think that my visit will overshadow your efforts? People may not be so interested in playing a game about humans anymore if they had a real one show up. Good point, but the vast majority won't get to meet you personally. Anyway, if I say I did and modeled the humans in the game after you, people will flock to it for a similar experience. Alright, so does this mean that I'm going to be the game's mascot? So now I'm part of your virtual marketing campaign? Great! Or, as long as it's based on the truth, you have my support. Weird, alright. As long as it's based on the truth, you have YouTube support. Awesome! What's even better than Cabbage's support? Having YouTube support. Okay, but why focus on humans? What makes us so important? If there's one thing that people here love, it's humans. It doesn't matter if they just see them in media or believe them to be mythical creatures. For me, humans were always real. I just didn't know whether I'd actually get a chance to meet one myself. I guess I can cross that one off my bucket list. Now that we're here, I can tell you that no expense will be spared, John Hammond, to make our portrayal of humans as accurate as possible. You certainly seem passionate about this. Those are some messed up priorities. This music, I believe this is Fountain by Crinkles? I'm curious now. I'm gonna actually bring this up. Wait, I can do this on my tablet real quick without actually interfering with audio or anything. So you certainly seem to be passionate about this. There are some messed up priorities, or I'm with you on this. Music. This one is a snowflake, that's the second chapter. I must have missed it because I've just put the full list. So you know what? I'm with you on this. And for good reason. I just love humans. If you say it like that, it actually sounds pretty weird. Besides, what if I turn out to be a horrible person? What do you think about humans then? Ah, here it is. Fountain by Crinkles. Wait, where's my plug? It is. Okay, that's a little hard to tell when there are two songs that are exactly the same but out of sync. Yes, this is Fountain by Crinkles. It wouldn't change anything because it would be based on my. It wouldn't be based on my opinion of an entire species. Yeah, I'm still reading that wrong. It wouldn't change anything because I wouldn't base my opinions of an entire species on interactions with a single individual. And what is your current opinion of us based on? Just the myths we have, and the previous portrayal of humans in our media. But I suppose that's why I'm here talking with you right now. I want the truth. And all of it. Excuse me. Telling you all of it might not be such a good idea. Oh yeah, I guess it would take a lot more time than we have today. Anyway, what's the actual game about? What do you do? It's a community simulation game. It all starts with a player character moving into a procedurally generated community, which is inhabited by all kinds of mythical creatures, humans included. Mythical creatures like humans. Wait, text-to-speech. Me and Twin have been doing this over the past week.
Self-voicing enabled. Cabbage. Mythical creatures like humans. Him.
Hi, Dom.
Self-voicing disabled.
I have a different text-to-speech engine than Jason does, apparently. Still pitching your band, so just listening at the moment. Fair enough. I assume you got here in time to hear self-voicing enabled. Cabbage. Double, I don't imagine you're really in a position to join the voice chat if you want, but I am there if you want to join in on the stream here a bit. I more just don't imagine that it'll be viable for you because if you're changing your band, there must be all kinds of shenanigans going on over there. Not only are the towns you move into unique, but the inhabitants are too. There are a variety of traits that get randomized in both looks and personality. There are many things you can do, but it's very open-ended, and you can live your life there however you want to. Does this sound boring? Does this sound interesting? Or does this sound like our kind of game?
Sounds like my type of game.
Hi, Jason.
Hi.
Doppel also says it sounds like his type of game.
I joined the stream. Hello.
Hello. Yes. For anyone who may not know or be watching the video on demand, whatever, Twin Peaks 345 has just joined me in Discord. I'm not used to not getting the little thing from Discord, but I guess that's because I'm streaming. So, hey, Jason.
Hello.
Oh, really? I couldn't ask for a better compliment than that. What other mythical creatures are there besides humans? I haven't worked that out yet, but humans alone give us a lot of material to work with. How so? The question of the mythical human can be tackled in a variety of ways. There are many different interpretations of what humans are like. For example, in general, the mythical human can be divided into 3 categories. Firstly, the human is a physical creature. Secondly, the human is a non-physical entity. And thirdly, the human is a spiritual being. Let's start with the physical aspects. Sure! Since one of our myths tells us that the humans who created us eventually turned into a dragon, there is not a lot of room for interpretation as to how similar humans actually are to dragons. I can see that you don't have wings, but most of us are able to create fire in some way, or at least have a breath weapon. How about you? That's fine, Justin. I think you might be able to join the voice chat from home, but if that's mobile data, I wouldn't ask that to waste mobile data. Some dragons at least have a breath weapon. How about you? Alright, so we don't have a breath weapon unless we count our morning breath. We can rub 2 sticks together to make fire. Does that count? Or, of course, I can also move things with my mind.
I can rub 2 sticks together to make fire. Does that count?
Sure. Does anyone else in chat have an opinion? Those are some old earphones, Justin. Alright, so, Doppel suggests to move things with his mind. Alright, so I'm gonna roll some dice real quick, and unless Justin gets an answer, I'll go with whatever the dice say. Oh, okay, so Justin actually wants to agree with Doppel. Okay, so we can also move things with my mind. Really? Oh, Doppel says no. Did I not list that in order? Sorry, Doppel. Don't have a breath weapon unless you count the morning breath. Up to 6. Okay, so everyone agrees with you, Jason. And here we are getting Laura all excited. Really? Oh, I see that you're muted there, Jason. If that was intentional. Not really. Having hands that are dexterous enough to do that is remarkable, though. Currently browsing both YouTube and Twitch at the moment. Alright. And I could never multitask like that.
Sorry, I was taking a bite of my Chinese food.
Oh, okay. I just noticed the mute icon in my gaming night on Thursday. A lot of players just go on mute or are deafened by mistakes. I keep an eye on that, and I just checked to confirm. It is a bit strange though, because our myths...
I'm actually going to join back after I finish eating. I will return.
Alright, fair enough. What is that at? Crystal ball there, Justin? Okay, that is very different on OBS. It just looks like a white ball or something on Chrome. What is that, like a ball of ice cream? Or is that like a rice ball? It is a bit strange though, because our myths also say that he gave the ability to us. Interesting. Maybe it's meant to be taken literally. meaning that when the ability was given to us, you lost it. Or maybe we never had it in the first place. A bowl of rice. Alright. Yeah, I can't see the graphics that well. On my one screen it looks like basically just a crystal ball. Maybe a bowl of ice cream, and then on my other screen it looks like half a globe stuck in a red boat, almost. Or maybe we never had it in the first place. Humans are known to have created a lot of things out of nothing. After all, we only needed to discover how to create and use fire, because we didn't have a natural ability to do so. Balls of ice cream rice. Man, I don't know if I would actually enjoy that or not. It would be two foods that I very much enjoy, but they would be conflicting with each other, right? We have a proverb that sums this up pretty well. What is it? Necessity is the mother of invention. So, a lack of natural ability drove innovation forward. What an interesting thought. Here's another thing. You may have many different images of humans, but in the end, only one can be right. It is also possible that what you've been led to believe about humans doesn't actually refer to us at all. You played Among Us very late at night. Fair enough. I still haven't actually looked into that game. I just see the Among Us characters or whatever, and that's all I know about Among Us. Is that part of the Jack Party box thing? Are you implying that you aren't human? You got persuaded to play it since they gifted it to you. Ha! Well, I guess that'll be some incentive. No, I'm just saying that if you really could be open-ended contact with humans before, as your myths imply, they would need to belong to the same species as me, and thus be very similar to myself. If there aren't, then either they weren't humans at all, or have a very different origin. So you're saying that there is a possibility that our humans and your humans may be something different altogether? I suppose you're right in that way, so that our image of humans are very inconsistent. They certainly can't all be humans in the way that we refer to a single species. The name should probably be reserved for yours, though. And we haven't even touched on the other two categories of humans. What did you call them again? Non-physical human entities and spiritual humans. Ah, that would explain your very late notification. I think I only actually pinged you once, maybe twice, Justin. That would still explain why I didn't actually hear from you since you mentioned your earthquake this morning. Still a little bit sleepy, fair enough. Non-physical human entities and spiritual humans. What's the difference? Honestly, the definition gets a little bit muddled here. Going by conventional belief, a ghost would be a human who has died and thus changed into a different form. We would call this a spiritual human. An angel, on the other hand, would be classified as a non-physical entity. That's kind of interesting here, because as a Christian, what did he say before the angel? That was like a ghost would be a human who died. So they're actually basically the same thing, aren't they? They're not actually, if you go by it blindly, but also know that's Jackbox party game. Have you played a game called Mafia? I have not played a game called Mafia. I have a very, very limited selection. Basically, Spyro, platformers like Spyro, which actually is still basically just Spyro. Spyro, Crash, more Spyro than Crash. That's vaguely the most of what I've actually played. What do you know about angels? Angels basically look like humans with wings. Their existence in ancient scripts was used to lend us credence to the theories about humans having become dragons. Because of the wings? Exactly. But some of your dragon species don't have wings either. Yes, as I said, once you start delving into that kind of stuff, it all becomes very convoluted. I see. I might... I can't tell if I actually saw a game very similar to that or not, or if I was actually looking at that game even, with someone else playing it. I just remember a game that seems similar to that in concept. I can't tell if I actually did see that or not. It's an interesting game, but I tend to have no one to play with, so it makes no difference to me. Yes, as I said, once you start delving into that kind of stuff, it all becomes very convoluted. When we met, you also told me something about a four-headed human. Right, although we'd go in, with that, we go into the realm of creatures that just don't make much sense at all. Having four heads just seems unlikely from an evolutionary perspective. That might not really matter if we're talking about a non-physical entity or a spiritual being, though. So in the end, you have a lot of different ideas whose only connection to each other is that you use the word human to describe them in some way. And they share at least some of the basic characteristics. You'd fit well as... You'd fit those as well, by the way. The imposter manages the Scaly Wings or the innocence just the Scaly Wings, I see, alright. What are they? You certainly are not a reptile like us, but you don't look like a conventional mammal either. We are mammals, so. Yes, but you are so different from other mammals that we know that we ultimately... I still can't talk today. Yes, but you are so different from other mammals, we know, that ultimately you are quite unique. We don't even know any other sentient mammals. You got a point there, I'll give you that. Strangely enough, we have plenty of human-like creatures in our mythologies as well. Oh, do tell! You already mentioned ghosts, but there are some other ones including dwarves, giants, fairies, and lemmings. You were just running around and managed to win without killing or sabotaging. That's... I don't know. You already mentioned ghosts, but some of the other ones, including, I think I've heard of most of these before, but what's a lemmy? You're both a noob and sleep-deprived at the time. Fair enough, Justin. Essentially, a blemmy is a human without a head. A human without a head? How does that work? How do they eat? Instead of a head, they just have all their facial features on their chest. That's a rather weird mental image. There are also a lot of half-creatures that share some characteristics with humans and other animals. Like mirror humans? I call them were-animals. Sure. Lastly, there are creatures that are said to be able to shapeshift into human form, such as dragons. Strangely enough, some of our dragon myths said they could shapeshift into humans, or that certain countries' royalties are descended from dragons. Okay, so yeah, there we go, D&D. Would that imply that they are genetically compatible with humans? Sorry, that would imply. It's Lorem on screen, wasn't looking at it at the moment. Yes, it is Lorem on the screen. He's talking about his human myths and video games. So, choice time. So I imagine we might be seeing Doppler in just a minute. It seems that they are genetically compatible with humans. Our options are, I guess, apparently, or sounds gross. Considering it happens in D&D, I just can't say it's gross. It's just a thing. Half human, half elf, half orc. I imagine half dwarf, maybe half flea? I don't remember what that one was. Half of exactly. Half dragon. My one cleric is half dragon. Died eaten by piranha. Justin wants to say apparently.
I'll say apparently too.
Alright. Hi, Jason.
Hello.
So, sounds rather outlandish, if you ask me. We certainly can't shapeshift. We can't shapeshift like that. Choice time. I suppose that's why they're just myths, or are you sure? You forgot what race your D&D character is. I have a few at this point, because our one game has been delayed until we actually went back to the college. My cleric died, even my prawn I just mentioned, and my other characters,
I'm gonna say, I suppose that's why they're just myths.
Alright. How about Justin? Or Adopt if he's around. I need to figure a species for my backup character because I was dying on Thursday. I was in absolutely poor condition. My strength had actually been sapped so bad that I could not carry more than 8 pounds, literally. See, I haven't heard back from my DM except that when he had the chance, he was going to take a look at the spell I suggested it was going to be based on, which can't actually be humanoid. It had to be like kobold, goblin, or hobgoblin or something. And I was wondering if you would let that slide, or if it should be some sort of a mix, half goblin, half kobold, half orc, something like that. Justin seems to agree with you. Fair enough.
Hey,
Hi,
Doppel.
Hi, Dop. I assume that you're going to agree with Jason and Justin here that we suppose that's why they're myths. You still know the name of your character. Aha! But I am the hero, Scheme Leary, who gets into trouble.
Everybody seems to pick the first one.
Yep. Right. To be fair, we do have a lot of myths that seem quite out there as well, compared to what you're like. Anyway, how come you know so much about myths? All part of being an ambassador. Not only did I learn about dragon myths in order to compare them to what you are like, but I also studied myths about creatures that are similar to humans, so I could find out how similar they were to yours. I won't say its name because it's very bad. How were you actually in a D&D game? Was that just a joke game, I guess, Justin? Because I have a character, my backup character there, that I was actually just looking at briefly. I was going to name him Sheer Luck Holmes. As much as the DM appreciates the pun, he says that he doesn't want a name based on someone from a completely different era. So it kinda was. That would make sense. Well, you're doing an excellent job so far, and it's bound to help me a lot with my game as well. You're going to put all of that into the game? Let's just say it gives me an excellent material to work with. I think I want to give an accurate portrayal of humans, not just collect myths. One species will certainly be modeled after you, but that doesn't mean we can't introduce some variety with the others. Have Ambassador Zumi. I forgot the Zumi part, Justin. Justin, were you actually there for the true ending Jason did in the Discord yesterday?
I think it was just you, me, and Dop.
Yeah, I think you might have actually missed the true ending, so you get to be surprised.
By the way, can anybody hear me right now in the stream?
Yeah, that's a good point. You should be able to hear Jason.
Because I'm in the VC.
Yeah. Can anybody in chat just confirm? One died. Oh, yes!
Hooray, Dop can hear me! Woohoo!
Alright, thanks, Dop. People will love it if we also bring them some more unusual myths to life. I see. But since we also want each of the normal human characters to be unique, I'd like to know how much variety there actually is within your species. Volume is pretty... okay, that's actually something to know. So I actually have my volume set up for PC. Properties? No. Advanced properties. Okay, where are we? feel a 4.5 earthquake. I think you said it was a 4.8 this morning, or was that updated or something? Okay, so this is something I'll have to keep in mind. My PC audio is currently set to negative 4.1 decibels. Not too bad. Keeps it balanced. Alright, good to know. But since we wanted to work with each of the normal human characters, right, I read that. I've seen Reza before, so comparing him to you already gives me a bit of an idea of how far. Yeah. But how far do these differences go exactly? Somewhere around there. Alright, as much as I'm actually interested in downloading an earthquake map to actually confirm and see what the magnitude is myself, I'm not that exactly interested anymore. When we arrived here, you asked me if I was old enough to drink. That leads me to believe that your average human must be a lot taller. That's true. You could say Reza would be about average for an adult. Not that it would be impossible to get a good deal bigger than him or even smaller than you. But those cases are rather rare and unusual, the result of medical conditions. Legit, you pulled a shroud because you're playing Darkest of Days, but your instincts turned it off. I don't think I know anything about that except for Darkest of Days. I don't know the game myself. I know almost nothing what Justin just said there. I see. What about colors? Are there any humans who are blue like me? Not really. There's a certain spectrum of skin color that can be lighter or darker. But so far I've seen a lot more variety in dragons here. Basically, shooters. Fair enough. I don't do shooters. I think I explicitly avoid them because I'm that disinterested. We do have quite a number of different eye colors, though. Interesting. As for things that are immediately visible, we also have different blood types, but I assume you know about that. We certainly have those as well. Some people even believe your blood type influences your personality. That, on the other hand, is news to me. Anything else you want to know? Phew, we've already got so much. I'll have to think about it and how we can work it all into this game. Have you worked on any other games before? I worked on a few small projects during their course of my studies, and also interned at a studio before. This is on a completely different level. How so? It's my game, so I'm the one calling the shots here. It's a very different thing than just making a few graphics when you're part of a bigger team, for sure. Shroud was a Twitch streamer who was playing I see. You were pulling memes that were just so extrinsic, I had no idea what you were talking about, Justin. Phew, must be several months now. I've got everything planned out, and a lot of the groundwork has already been done. The most difficult things are the characters themselves, and to make sure all of the details are accurate. Of course. Have you shown the game to other people yet? Sure, feedback is a very important part of the development process, so I regularly gather ideas and opinions from others. I even made a website to do this. That's fine, Justin. I don't really care for the link. What did they say? All kinds of things, really. Sometimes it's hard to decide which ones have a good point and which ones can be disregarded. Overall, it seems like there are many people who are looking forward to playing my game, though. How many are we talking about? I don't know exactly. The counter on my website only tracks the number of visits, so I don't know how many different people there are. What if it doesn't work out? What do you mean? Well, you're investing a certain amount of time and money into making this game. Ideally, you would want to make your investment and hopefully make some profit on top of that. If the goal is to make money, sure. However, I just wanted to try my hand at doing something like this. If some people are going to enjoy the end results, that's great. I think tonight is indeed movie night. Doppel probably going to be doing the movie night in an hour and a half. Oh, an hour and a quarter? I suppose Doppel can answer that in general or the YouTube. I'm not sure which exactly. Don't forget that I'll also have made something that I can put on my resume, at the very least. It'll have been a good learning experience. For around 8:30 to 9 p.m. Alright, so that'll be in about an hour 15 to an hour 45. One of the two. You have 2 movie nights. Oh wow, Justin. I really could not imagine. I think you said you only have the one monitor and you're constantly doing at least 2 streams at a time and playing a game. Man, I could not do that. Alright, fair enough, Double. With that attitude, I suppose you don't really have anything to lose. I can always look for another job, and maybe I'll end up working at a game studio. But I think once I've started doing something like that, I might not get this opportunity again. Well, I can see how you can only do the one call on Discord and all. But to have multiple streams going, if you're watching YouTube and you're doing watching someone else on Twitch, and then you're also probably playing Apex Legends again or something, I don't know. Man, I really just couldn't get that into it. I barely pay half attention to both game and stream if I'm trying to watch a stream at the same time playing a game. Too much stimulation for Doc. Fair enough. If I am just watching a movie or something, it does get a little boring for me because I want my hands to be doing something, or I'm trying to play a game or something. So I might start working towards a game, and if I start doing that, then I'm probably paying more attention on the game than I am to whatever's going on. I've sort of phased through series and TV shows doing that. So it's now or never, huh? In a nutshell, yes. Quality over quantity. Yes, I would prefer that too. That all works out for with your career job? Sure, I can support myself this way, and I'm not really under any pressure since I don't have any deadlines. Seems like you know what you're doing, or deadlines are a good way to ensure that something gets done, you know?
Seems like you know what you're doing.
Alright. I'm kind of half expecting Doppel to answer, but I don't really want to pressure him. Okay, so Doppel says deadlines are good though. How about Justin? This is a tie. Is Justin going to side with Jason? Okay, so he sides with Jason. As I was about to ask if he would side with Doppel, nope, already with Jason. I'd like to think so. What kind of tools are you using to make it? If I consider some of your species look like, I'm having a hard time imagining how the bigger ones could program a game. While we do have devices tailored to each individual species, I can't deny that my dexterous hands makes it a lot easier compared to some of the others. One downside is that I have to keep my nails short, or else using the keyboard gets a bit cumbersome. I imagine you'd have to be careful with those while working as a courier anyway. Right about that. One wrong move and you suddenly shredded the letter you were just about to hand someone. Does that sound unpleasant? Or should we scold him? You should be more careful!
I'm going to say that sounds unpleasant.
Doppel already says that sounds unpleasant too. Luckily, that kind of thing doesn't really happen to me anymore. Not only because of the shorter nails, but once you've worked there for a while, you just learn to be more careful. Of course, Justin only now suggests to scold him. You're a little late, Justin, but I respect that. Trying to be just more careful. It's a bit sad not to have the same, not to have them as natural letter openers anymore, though. It's not just for me. Some people ask me to open their letters for them, since doing that on their own can be difficult for some of the less dexterous and older ones. Justin's telling me to shush. Have you been working as a courier for long? I just got this job a few months ago. I had a part-time summer job at the post office when I was growing up. My species is perfectly suited for the job, so they are always glad to have me on board. We can see why. Why is that? Or, oh really? Is that so?
I'm gonna say, oh really?
Alright. Jason says, oh really? If Justin is going to answer, what is his answer? And if Doppel's going to answer, what's his answer?
Doppel says, oh really?
Alright. I need to roll my... I rolled my dice, and they also agree, oh really? Oh really, is that so? Of course, being able to fly is a big plus. My size means I can't deliver any big packages, but I often get assigned to urgent letters that have to be delivered as soon as possible. It's getting late. Maybe we should leave it at that for today. Yeah, I should probably head back to my apartment before it gets too dark. I got more than enough material to work with. Thanks a lot. Maybe I can convince you to meet me again some other time. I'd like to get some pictures of you for reference. Alright, sure, here's my number. I can't thank you enough for doing this. You've been a huge help. Don't worry about it. I really have to get going now, so maybe I'll see you next time. Sure, ciao! Take care.
Ciao. Who says ciao anymore?
Yeah, that's a good point. What was that, Italian anyways? I can't remember.
I think so. I'm not sure.
Right.
I haven't heard anybody say that in a long time, though.
So I think we have Lorm impressed because this is in the middle of Chapter 2, and it looks like we have some messages on the answering machine. Let's see. Hello, I had some time to work through the stuff you told me, and now would be the perfect time to get some pictures of you. If you're not busy with anything else, it'd be great if you could come over sometime. So, see you soon? Maybe? Nothing going on today, I guess I can do whatever. Sounds like an old time. Yes, it is pretty much a cliche now. Alright, so we have the same choices from literally when this started. We can meet with Remy, we can meet with Anna, we can meet with Lorm again. We can meet with Bryce. We can order some lunch. Or we can spend the day reading.
So you're not going after a specific ending, you're going, like, we could pick anybody?
We can pick anybody, we can pick whatever.
I'm going to say Bryce then, this time.
Alright. How about Doppel, since he made a comment, if you have a chance? Justin, is there anyone you would like to see, or would you just like to spend the day reading? Excuse me a minute while I open up my book, Dragonlance. Why not Bryce? Alright. Sorry, Justin, that actually kind of outnumbers you now. Once again, we found ourselves within the police department, which seems oddly quiet for this time of day. It didn't take us long to spot Bryce in his office. Hey, Cabbage, what's up? Nothing much. Well, you told me to contact you if I could remember anything that might help with the investigation. That's right. What do you have for me? I'm not sure if it's worth mentioning, but I have known Reza for a couple of years, so I know some things about his personality. I see. Well, that's actually more helpful than you might think. Mannerisms, habits, all kinds of things that would be useful to add to his profile and get a better idea of him. You know, I'm just about done here for the day, but if you want to discuss it over a beer or something, I'd be more than happy. Do we usually not drink, though? Are we going to comment just one? I'll take 3! Or are we just going to say, let's go?
I'm going to say... Yeah, I'm going to say just one. I'll take 3 as well.
Alright, Doppel agrees with you. We'll see about that. Alright, let's go.
Drinking contest.
Yep, here we are. So it turns out, you've seen this before. No, don't skip ahead. I defeat the whole purpose of going through all the story.
Yeah, what's the fun in that?
Yeah, we are going to see everything in this story. Going to page again, just listening for now, fair enough, couple. And just in time for a happy hour. Do you come here often? Sometimes. Hey, you two, what can I bring you? Just the usual. One generic beer for the chief of police? Sure thing. How about you, Cabbage? Me too. Nothing yet. Maybe I'll have something later, I think. Or, how do you know my name?
What was the question before that? What was the...
He's asking Bryce what he wants to have, the usual sure thing, and what do we want to have?
Oh, I'm going to say me too, then.
Unless I install the bottle remover mod, I won't see everything. You too, you said?
Yeah, I'm gonna say me too.
Alright. You and Doppler are in agreement. You've been in perfect sync for, I don't know how long now. Noted. I'll be right back.
Speaking of the bottle remover mod, I think it's still a thing, because I kind of looked it up.
Oh yeah. I found it on OddDB, I think? I don't have... Well, no, I actually do have it on my PC here. I could install it here. Or I could install it on my notebook way that way.
I wouldn't stream that on YouTube, though.
Yeah, I know. Here's my notebook way up there. That I have Golden Treasure and Pages of Scaly Wings installed on.
Speaking of Golden Treasure, I still need to play that today.
Yes, after this, well, I guess there would be movie night, so I have not been having time for this, but that's where I'm, in theory, gonna be. Wasn't long before the waiter returned with a drinking bowl as wide as it was tall, filled to the brim with a foam-topped dark amber liquid. Carefully, he sat it down in front of Bryce, who didn't hesitate to take a big gulp. He brought one for us as well, provided in a glass that seemed more appropriate for our kind. There you go. Just call me if you need anything. Of course. So, what is
glug, glug.
I think there was that coming up. I should enable text-to-speech. I have a female text-to-speech.
I bet that'd be funny. Grr.
We've already done right. Okay, I have to actually make a quick save right here. I'm going to go back to the menu. That was the wrong button. Yes, I didn't actually make the save, so we're fine. Start. Aha. Head. Meet with Remy. Not skip ahead. Okay. That on. That was new dialogue. Oops. Guess I came to the right place then. Did we actually pick that one? Yes, we did. Okay. Sounds intuitive. It will be Inception. First War. I believe it was the Spark. The Invention. Oh crap! I just made a mistake. Second War. No, it was the Tribe. Okay. Load. Auto, because I horribly made a mistake there.
I'm so I couldn't remember any of this. Like, that's impressive how you can actually remember all this.
Oh yeah, because it was the hint. The second book is the first one. Because I remember hardcore that the first war is the second book, second war is the fourth book, third war is the seventh book. And I know that Inception is literally the first one, and it is otherwise in a chronological order, like Inception, Tribe, Spark, Invention, Enlightenment. It is actually in chronological order of technological development, basically. The second book is First War. The third book is The Tribe. Second War. I can't remember if it's the spark or the invention. I think the invention. The spark. Third war. Enlightenment. I think that's it. Are you done? Let me take a look. Seems you got it all right. Well done, Cabbage. Excellent. Sure thing. Sorry. Actually, I think so.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, movie night forgot to set.
Movie night's cancelled. Oh no.
All set up. Alright, see you, Dolphin. So there's nothing supernatural about me. We were pretty speechless as well. Alright, here's the moment. Let's actually make a save, and I'm gonna put it on.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're doing.
Yes. Where is it? Look at his computer. Right. You've come here to beg for mercy? No, Alio, we've come to stop you. Your reign of terror is over. The Salon of Maramos is over. The area is teeming with my soldiers, outnumber you thousands to one. But I don't even need any of them. Who knows? If you survive long enough, you might just see why I'm called Alia the Ascended. Here we are, text-to-speech.
Self-voicing enabled. Adith. Oh, you pompous and % asterisk number plus at.
I didn't even hear it.
Did it not show up on YouTube? Sorry, you need to convert it to HLS first before you can.
Oh, wait a second, I have my volume down, that's why. I'm an idiot.
Self-voicing disabled.
I will mute my microphone on YouTube real quick.
Alrighty, let's hear it.
Self-voicing enabled. Adith. Oh, you pompous and % asterisk number plus at.
Number plus at.
Self-voicing disabled.
Calm down, you. Focus. I'm sorry it has come to this, Elia, but it ends now. And again, I'll be bringing up the text-to-speech again. LOL, that's silly. It is the best. Ronan, get them!
Self-voicing enabled. Ronan.
Oh, here we go. Here comes the GUR.
For all the screw-ups that... for everything...
I still think that...
Sorry.
I think the male one's better, though, with the GUR.
Yeah. For all the text-to-speech uses, you would think that when it comes to, like, Lorem, E, you would think this would be more like GUR or something, but it's just GUR.
Yeah, GUR.
Self-voicing disabled.
Battle, start. Wait, how does the text-to-speech sound here?
Self-voicing enabled. Adith uses whirlwind. Ronan takes 326 damage. Bonner uses earthquake.
There's actually a sound effect.
Ronan takes 465 damage. Ronan, GRRRRRRRR.
There we go, that's what I was expecting.
GRRR.
Ronan invokes cosmic horror.
Roni GRRRRR.
Bonner takes 1089 damage.
Okay, Doppel.
Rizzard
Oh my
takes
gosh, I seriously love this
1205 damage.
Oh, text-to-speech.
Self-voicing disabled.
Text-to-speech, what would we do without you?
Text-to-speech is hands down the best thing ever. Alright, so that little excursion later, and specifically I went back to load and start new game there because we have already seen the Remy chapter 1 of this run. So what is it you wanted to tell me about Reza? There are a few things. I mean, they're probably not much, but anything might help, right? That's right. Anything unusual about him. Anything that defines his character or stands about him could help us. How about you tell me what you know about him? Well, the earliest memory I have of him was when we both went to the same school. We only shared a few classes though, and a couple of friends. Overall, I'd say he was an above-average student. We didn't talk very often, but he always was very outspoken. He never failed to speak up, to make his opinions known. He was the kind of person I'd fully expect to become a politician one day, or at least an activist of some sort. That's the impression I got from him. He spoke a lot, but you could also expect him to act on his word. Of course, his nature caused him to clash with others, sometimes even including the school staff, though his genuine enthusiasm also earned praise from them. He was quite a character. After we all graduated, I didn't hear anything about him for a long time. Only some years later, after we found the portal, was I surprised to find out he was the youth who was sent to your world. He had volunteered. Brace Wink. Hi, Justin. I've got one of those images in my playlist here. I could send it back to you if you like, Justin. It wasn't until I was already here that I actually met him again. However brief our interactions were, but then I already told you everything about what happened prior to the eventual scuffle with Maverick. There's only one thing that stands out about me about these events. The restaurant, when he told me about the letter, he mentioned I would know how to read the secret message. I know he values the use of his own intellect, but when I received the letter later, he apparently fully expected me to remember a random chemistry class we had together years ago in order to see the message. I see. So you did not arrange this beforehand? Not at all. I had no idea. That is quite peculiar. I know. I still wonder what he would have told me if Maverick had interfered when we met at the portal. We do as well. You can believe that. How's Maverick even allowed to intercept the letter and read it? He could have easily done so, since he was in charge of Reza and everything, but he totally shouldn't have. I mean, we wouldn't do anything of the sort with you. Everything he has done in regards to Reza has been more a show of character. I suppose so. In any case, thanks for helping me with all this. You never know when this kind of information could be useful. I do it first. Justin. Don't worry, Justin. We'll make Brace Wink at you just for you. No problem. Just when I thought an awkward silence might set in, Brace spotted the waiter and didn't hesitate to speak up. Hey waiter, bring me another! I just feel like Reinhardt every time that line comes. I hadn't noticed it while I was talking. Brace had been busy sipping on his drink. The empty bowl before him was proof of his proficiency, while I had barely touched my own drink. Never forget, Twin. I don't think I need to send Jason here, a copy of the Brace Wink, do I? I don't need to send you Brace Winking, right, Jason?
No, you do not.
I hadn't noticed, but while I was talking, Bryce was busy sipping on his drink. The empty bowl before him was proof of his proficiency, while I had barely touched my own drink. Justin, do it.
No.
Yes, no. Here
No.
you go. Bryce was just about to start on his second when he suddenly spoke up. You know what? Why don't we have ourselves a drinking contest? Are we? We would, but we don't think we can beat someone like him. We're in. Or are we just gonna leave?
I'm in.
Alright. How about you, Justin? And Justin says, trust me, Twin, I declined the Brace Winks, and yet he still sends them.
Oh, nude you.
I only sent it to Justin. It's become a meme.
Meme.
Yeah, just like the, Justin, I'm watching you. I haven't actually been watching him lately. He's been relatively here all the same. You said you were in? Justin's
I'm
basically
in.
just watching. Alright. Justin's just watching. That's what I like to hear. Considering they don't have cars, at least I won't have to worry about drinking and driving. The rules are simple. We both get around, then we wait a few moments until the next one, so the effects can kick in. Whoever gets up first loses. Does that sound easy enough? Let's burn some brain cells! Or was that your last mistake? I never give up.
Let's burn some brain cells.
Alright. Justin, would it be fair to expect that you're just going along with Quinn at this point? Let's burn some brain cells, while I think Justin might be a little bit behind. And possibly on his phone or something. Insert a shrug. I could do that on my phone. I don't have it on my other devices. And whoever may burns more, win. This is a true game of kings, I tell ya. Alright, let's do this. He made a show of looking at me in the eye while he lowered his muzzle into the bowl before he started guzzling his drink noisily. He was gone in seconds. Certainly this is going to be tough. My confidence faltered, but there was no turning back now. How did I think I could win a drinking contest against a freaking dragon? Nevertheless, I grasped the drink, putting on my best show I could, while I tried to recreate Bryce's feat. After the first sip, however, I realized that it was very different from any other beer I had tried before. Yet I persevered through the intense taste until the glass was empty. I probably wasn't as impressive as Bryce had been just moments earlier, but I couldn't afford to show any weakness. My plan was to cut short, though as I set down the glass, an unusually strong aftertaste hit me, causing me to make a face. How do you like it? Oh, this is some really strong stuff. I told you, you better know beforehand how much you can take, or it'll hit you harder later on. Want to give up already? Are we gonna answer heck no? Are we gonna answer shut up? Well, shut up, or are we just gonna give up?
And Justin has just made a Hero's Tale meme.
A million brain cells? That seems excessively destructive.
I'm gonna say, shut up.
Alright. I could actually stream my Hero's Tale too. I believe I can even bring that up right now too. Let me just check to make sure I have it.
Once I get my whole emulator thing set up,
I can send you
whenever
the files if you like.
that may be. I am going to stream a lot of old games.
That seems kind of bad. Well, yeah, burning a million brain cells seems excessively destructive. I would think that would be kind of bad. And yes, I do have a Hero's Tale, the USA version on my computer here. On my external hard drive, actually. Alright, so, Justin hasn't said anything, so shut up. That brought up your fighting spirit, huh? I like that. Okay, it's cool, Justin says. So when's the next round starting? Soon enough. Do you feel it? Do you feel the buzz kicking in already? Don't lie to me. I can see it in your face. Unless that's blushing, I see it, not the alcohol. Alright, so we're gonna answer, that's not a blush, alright, it's a buzz, or I'm not buzzed. And I believe this is gonna be our blush for Justin, is it?
Blush, blush,
yes,
blush.
it is. Is that so? Just for you, Justin. Just for you. You think either Hero's Tale or a gun is in your PS2? Yeah, not with those two, right?
For me, wait, what? No.
No, this was entirely
All
Jason.
for Justin.
Justin. I don't have to worry about what's in my PS2 right now, because my computer is my PS2. And my GameCube, and my Game Boy, and my Game Boy Advance, and my PSP, and my PS1, and my PC.
I bet you guys will never forget my reaction to the bottle scene. Ugh.
Is that so?
Is that so?
Anyways, how do you like it here so far? I mean, compared to wherever it is that you came from. Alright, so our choice is now. I'm having a drinking contest with a dragon. How can I not love this? It's alright. certainly a nice change from what I'm used to. Or, to be honest, I think I'd rather be back home.
I'm having a drinking contest with a dragon. How could I not love this?
Yeah.
That's like the best answer.
Yeah, it is technically the best answer for Bryce, I think. Personally, I'm not one for drinking, so being with the dragon, sure. Drinking contest, not so much. Unless it was a reverse spikes drink and I was having, like, I don't know, blueberry juice. Yeah, I could have a drinking contest with Bryce drinking blueberry juice. I don't know. We'll see how much you like it when I've drunk you under the table.
I wonder if my profile picture changed on YouTube yet. It did not.
On YouTube? Was there. Yeah, I see that now. Brace wink. Later, bring us another.
It's still my old one. I just now changed it. Maybe it'll take a bit.
Yeah, I think YouTube does take a bit. Steam, I don't know why that hasn't actually changed for me yet, so. Your Discord, though, I do see Bryce. I assume you changed it to Bryce on all three?
I did.
Alright. Waiter, coming right up. There you go. Having ourselves a little contest, are we? You know how it goes. That I do. Be careful, Cabbage. He's a pro. You know, I suppose we have the upper hand. How can a cabbage get drunk? Did I hear something about a contest? Maybe. Up to your old shenanigans, I see. Bryce Wink. Heh. I see what you did there.
I don't know why YouTube tried to block that message, so that it wasn't even bad.
What, the Bryce Wink reversed?
Yeah.
That's weird. Maybe it resembles something backwards? I don't know.
I don't know. YouTube's weird.
Yeah, a bit weird. I've seen Doppel with his list of filters to literally instantly automatically block all messages with words in it, which was all profanity, and it was just a big, huge paragraph block of just bad words.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I think when he sent it to me, he actually did enclose it in the PM. Caution, does contain bad words. Now don't spoil the fun. I don't go around telling people what you're up to either. Point taken. Enjoy. Of course he wouldn't have challenged me if he wasn't confident he would win. Guess I'll just have to try my best. And this isn't even my final form. I knew, I went first last time, so it's your turn. As I put the glass to my lips and started swallowing the dark amber liquid, I was struck by how much more difficult this round was compared to the first. One thing that always puzzled me about seasoned drinkers was the sheer amount of liquid they could ingest without issue. Keeping it down, however, was a much different question. But this contest wasn't about keeping it down. There. Your turn. Did I see you struggle there for a second? And we can answer with that. Let's see how you do. That's my tactic. To make you think I'm struggling so you'll let your guard down. Or, I may have underestimated this.
The second one.
Alright. That's my tactic. To make you think I'm struggling so that you'll let your guard down. Roaring laughter erupted from the dragon as his paw struck the table, rattling the containers resting on it. Keep it up, kiddo.
Roaring laughter.
Yes. Keep it up, kiddo. You still stand a chance if you can make me die of laughter. As for my turn, let me demonstrate. Once again, he consumed his drink, though his swigs were noticeably slower than before. His resolve was also fading, though not as fast as mine had. As he certainly held the advantage, was there any way I could still turn this around? There. You see the background is actually moving now. Now, let me
I didn't even notice that before.
Yeah, it's not only actually blurry, but it's actually moving a bit too.
I didn't even notice the blurriness.
Yeah, that's a
I guess
nice
that's
touch.
the drunk effect.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you a question. I know you wanted to tell me all this stuff about Reza, but was that the only reason you wanted to meet with me? Was it? Oh, does it hurt to have friends in high places? Or were we having a little fun, too?
Maybe. Having a little fun doesn't hurt, right?
Alright, maybe. Brace wing, just for Justin.
Maybe.
Nailed it! Thought so. I won't
Brace
disagree
wink.
with that. Just for Justin. This is all for Justin. The two of us, me and Jason here, we did this just for Justin. Ha! Team up. Later. Next round. Coming! There you go. Thanks. How are you holding up? Just fine, thanks for asking. If you say so, good luck.
What's that green dragon's name again?
Zhang.
Oh yeah, Butler Jong. I mean Waiter Jong.
Was it your turn? Or is it my turn? It's yours. Alright. By now, it was obvious that Bryce was faltering, though he was still faring much better than I was. He even had to take a break in the middle of his beer, unable to down it and let go. You are looking at your battlefield status sentiment. That's fine. We have plenty of Bryce wing yet. Now...
Or we could always send him some late. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes. Some Angels with Scaly Wings mods.
The Bryce Wink mod.
Bryce just winking at everything. You're talking to
Yes.
the Dean. No, it's a Bryce wing.
Basically, what that mod would do is every time you meet with Bryce, that's the only face that he will make. Every answer you say, it'll always be the Bryce Wink.
Is that so? Justin has passed his headshot goal of 10,014 mod. Forget mod. Okay. I was wondering what you had mod there for. He was a lot heavier than me, and though his bowls held far more liquid than my glasses, how did I think I standed a chance against him? When I picked up my glass, I didn't even have the feeling of my fingers anymore. I had to pause a few times, but in the end, I made it, though I wasn't sure how much more I could take. Wait, text-to-speech time.
Self-voicing enabled.
S-O,
Cabbage.
W what?
S-so. W what? Do we do now?
Yeah, you nailed it perfectly.
Self-voicing disabled.
So.
Wait, text-to-speech again, Bryce?
Self-voicing enabled.
Teeth throw up.
Bryce, wait for you to. T throw up so I win. Self-voicing disabled.
Self-voicing is that. Self-voicing text-to-speech is the best.
Just YU and M might.
Yes. Alright, let's go with the first option, text-to-voice.
Why you never said that was a rule?
Why, you never said that was a rule.
M
I'm
might
gonna
as well
say,
do that now.
Scad Potter, you wish.
Alright,
Self-voicing disabled.
so you said you wanted to... you never said that was a rule. Which one did you want? You wish?
You wish.
Alright. I'm just assuming that Justin is going to be just flat out agreeing with you. Potter! What's Potter? I can see you're close. Just a question of now, Sonny. And even more blur. Okay, wait, this is text-to-speech.
Harry Potter.
Self-voicing enabled. Cabbage, see can I ask you a question?
C can.
Self-voicing disabled.
Go ahead. So, our questions are, why are you so brown?
Why are you brown? Wow, okay.
Yeah. Why are you so attractive? Or, say nothing.
Well, since this is your stream and you all did this to me, why are you so attractive then? See how you like it.
I just am. Got nothing more to say about that. I don't know, I feel like this one was a link tailored at me instead of Justin. Waiter, next round. There you are.
2 more, please. Every time he says waiter, I always think of that scene in the SpongeBob movie where they were eating the ice cream.
Oh yeah, was that the SpongeBob movie that you're talking about?
Yeah, the one that Doppel
Alright.
streamed on this movie site.
Alright. Yeah, I vaguely remember. I vaguely actually remember that one now. Clearly, the dragon looked at me, seemingly unable to focus. I could see he was hitting his limits, but so was I. Maybe if I just held out for a little bit longer. Whose turn is it even? Is it his? Is it ours? Or do we just not even know anymore?
It's my turn. No, I mean, it's.
Are you sure about that?
I think it's yours.
Alright. I think it's yours, though. Very well.
I think it's yours, though.
No, it's yours turn. You can go first. At this point, I had difficulties picking up my glass. I was about to give up, but I was sure that if I held on just one more round, it'd be over. I could still win this. I had to wait a few moments after each sip in order to continue, but I did not give up until eventually the glass was empty. Is it your move, Chief? Is it suck on this, you scaly bastard? Or are you gonna say nothing?
Scaly bastard. I'm gonna say your move, Chief.
Great.
Suck
Alright,
on
let's
this,
do this.
you scaly bastard.
Oh, it didn't even pronounce the multiple S's.
Self-voicing disabled.
Sucks that it doesn't do that. I think if the text-to-speech could do the regular sentences, it should do the answers, too.
It does, yeah.
Because some of the answers are more funnier than the actual sentences themselves.
Yeah, it is actually giving me the text-to-speech on the answers, too.
Oh, well, it didn't do that for me.
Yeah, you have to not only enable the text-to-speech, but you have to highlight one of the answers. Like how I have, suck on this, you scaly bastard.
What did it say, S-suck?
That's it. S-suck on this, you scaly bastard. It didn't pronounce the triple S there.
Oh.
Yeah, that sucks. You said you were move, Chief, right?
It should have said S-suck on this, you SSS scaly.
Yes, it should have. For the first time, I could see something in his eyes, other than his always present confidence. Was it disbelief or insecurity? I guess my feet caught him off guard, as he seemed genuinely impressed. If nothing else, he showed me that even his own conviction was cracking now. I could totally win this. You're cute. I like you. I really do. But I sure as heck am not going to let you win. I just have to put this on text-to-speech. You are cute.
Self-voicing enabled. Bryce, you're cute. I like you, I really do, but I sure as heck am not going to let you win. Self-voicing disabled.
I don't know, I think that one actually lost some elements with the text-to-speech. He was struggling. It became more and more obvious as he tried to swallow the liquid in his bowl, bit by bit. He stopped at one point, panting heavily. I considered taking a cheap shot at him, but as he had refrained doing so during my turn, I wasn't going to start now. There.
If you could excuse me, I have to leave for a few minutes.
Alright, that's fair. We should be wrapping
I
this
will
up
return.
Alright, we should be wrapping this up soon for the potential of movie night as well. So I'll just wrap this up and then I'll be making my save anyways.
Alrighty. It's been fun, my friend.
It has. Thank you for joining me, Jason.
Of course, anytime. Later.
Okay. And that invitation goes to anyone else as well, or if you're in the Discord chat. For one thing, enter into the Discord chat. Once you're approved and into the chat where we can, talk and hang out and everything. The important thing, please do be respectful. No really obscene language at least, but you can join me in what is currently public channel 1. It's in our Discord chat. That's what Jason was joining me with, is the Discord public channel 1. Justin apparently could not join us quick here, but yeah, that's fine. So, I was getting tired. I could hear Bryce's voice, but I couldn't make out the individual words anymore. I decided to rest my eyes just for a little bit. Hey, are you okay? You fell down and you look kinda messed up. I mean, if you want, Justin, the thing is completely up to you. If you're on mobile data though, I just wouldn't recommend getting on the phone call for just this, because that's gonna eat up your mobile data. So, again, that's just entirely up to you, if you want to join. So for now, Which option would you like to pick? I'm gonna start rolling some dice. It'll sound a little bit weird. I mean, it's completely up to you, if you want to or not. Actually, I think I can turn on my audio in, because I have dice here. Listen to this. Aha! Hang on. Yeah, there we go. Rolling the dice. Rolling the d6. Ha ha ha. Spamming a whole bunch of d6. Ha ha. Alright, so the actual d6. Justin with the thinking. Fair enough. Alright, so I'm just gonna rush through this so you don't actually have to join today because, again, I'm gonna be wrapping up, and if Doppel's movie night is on schedule, that'll be in 30 minutes. So I'm gonna roll some dice, because that's fast, right? But I say, if you think I'm giving up, you're mistaken. This ain't over. I can see that. Ready for another round, or do you give up? Let's see. I want to say, bring it on. I'll make that fair enough. Wow, 6 again. Alright, as much as I want to hit bring it on, I know he's going to tell us to just quit anyways. And, did I actually say to just give up now? Well done, kiddo. Didn't think you had it in you. You have time to set up your actual PC. Well, I've got news for you. My actual PC is right down here. That black thing that looks more like a fish than it does a computer. That's my actual computer. That's what I'm streaming from. That's what I'm running Scaly Wings here on, over there. That is my actual computer. And then I already panned my camera over that way for my notebook. You know, it was fun watching you and all, but you've both had enough for the evening. I think you'd better leave now. After you come up from under the table, that is. Alright, I'll be going then. Wait a minute. What is it? Maybe you should go with him, just to make sure he gets home safely and doesn't do anything stupid, you know? It's kind of an unspoken rule here that whoever is his drinking buddy does so. When I looked over to him, I discovered that Bryce has passed out for the moment. This could prove difficult. Alright, so... oops, what did I hit? Okay, so... if I have to... At least it wasn't the route, just leave him alone. You'll be doing yourself a favor, too. Oh, really? You'll be doing us a favor. Come on, let's get you home. He's still unconscious. The dice say... dump some water on his face. Kinda wanted to slap him. This should do the trick. What? That's you, Cabbage? Where am I? Still in a bar. Come on, let's get you home. I would very much imagine this should be the impressed response. I woke looking at an unfamiliar ceiling. For a moment I wondered where I was before the events of last night all came back to me. As I got up and looked around, I realized that I had apparently slept on the floor. Where am I? This isn't my apartment. There's sleeping Bryce. I guess I must have passed out after I got Bryce home. Hey, Bryce. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot, I still have my audio in on. So you can hear all my beautiful dice rolls. The dice say, good morning, sunshine. The dragon moved and let out a groan before he opened his eyes. My head, why are you even here? I guess I must have passed out after I escorted you home. Oh right, after our little game. You remember who won? I don't even know, but you stood your ground and I respect that. You didn't do anything funny while I was out, did you? Dragon rose from the couch with a nice morning stretch, rubbed his eyes, then held his head high as I let out a grunt and a big yawn. Form in the distance game? I don't think this would be his kind of game, though. Alright, you know what? I'm sorry. This whole contest was a stupid idea, and I shouldn't have suggested it, especially not to you. Well, it's not like you forced me to participate, so I suppose I share some of the blame. Let's just pretend this whole thing never happened. Deal. Maybe I'll invite you over some other time to show you that there's more to chief of police than getting drunk and pass out. But how are we going to find out who won if we aren't going to have a rematch? Heh, I'm sure we'll think of something that could measure our endurance. Alright, since you're the only one left in chat, Justin, once again, this is a prize wing just for you. After all, the collection of prize wings was just 3 in the bar, 1 here at home. This is just the Chapter 1 prize. And that is most definitely the impressed status. Alright, we could in turn absolutely skip ahead of this, except we get some story time for next week. So I'll be making a save right here. The morning sun declared the arrival of a new day. Right, so we don't have the chat here, but the status. Oh, Anna's abandoned. Remy's in good status. Lorem and Bryce are impressed. Oh, we are going to have some problems. We have problems. Oh boy. So this is something I'll have to mention in Discord. I believe coming up, we do have the chance to meet with Anna during the investigation at least. Sad, naughty Anna noise. Yes. There is actually the chance to meet with Anna still. If we tell her, like, you know, sorry, we've been abandoned, I've been busy. I've done this once with Nadine, where I accidentally had her abandoned, and then I was telling her during the investigation, yeah, no, sorry, I was just busy, we can still meet if you like. Oh yeah, sure! So, there's a chance that we can get her impressed again, and talk with her. Because if we don't, and I will actually just skip ahead, blah blah blah. Okay, that was something I never picked before. Yeah, skip ahead. Release Starcraft, just to get this out of the way. Sure, I'll help you out. Go to the portal. Oh, so this is actually new dialogue. I haven't actually had Bryce impressed here. Yeah, I was thinking about last night. I know we got a little blackout drunk, but I thought that was still kind of fun. I think you had some fun too, but I also wanted to show you there's more to me than that. So I was just wondering if you wanted to come over and hang out and relax, you know? We only get to see each other when things are all serious, and I bet it's rough for you with everything going on. I figured you might want to get away from that a little. Anyway, if you want to drop by any time, my door is open, buddy. Considering what happened last time, entering Little Dragon's Lair. Yeah, because we cannot meet with Anna here. I intentionally, in that skip, did not go to the production facility. Anna's still abandoned, and if we were to instead... Wait, maybe we can auto this. Can we? No, apparently we can't. Alright. So if we were to do things differently... If we go to the production facility... there we go, open the door. Oh, it's you. I can't take any visitors at the moment. I have a few questions about the murder of your colleague. Is that so? Why do you get to can we skip? No. Why is it that you get to go around asking questions like that? Is it a matter of human interest? Actually, yes, you get to do so. Interesting. What's in it for me? Hey, I already agreed to your test. Not sure what else I could offer you besides working with our polices. So some cooperation would be greatly appreciated. Never get Anna sad or angry. Cooperation? What a peculiar word. Do you know what it means? It refers to people working together to make everything making an effort. Cooperation isn't necessarily with ignoring a person you owe something to or neglecting to return their phone calls. Oh, so she's really putting it on us now. What? No, that has nothing to do with you. And I'd love to help you, but I'm a very busy person, so I don't really have time for this. Excuse me. Oh, so she actually just brushed us off. Wow. I had a second chance with Nadine. Everything goes planned. I guess I won't have any luck here. Fair enough. So fair. Status. Abandoned. Ouch. Okay, go to the portal. Alright, so, status. Ouch. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I was proven wrong in my own screen. Alright, so, just some curious mechanics, last minute. Alright, so thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you guys again next week. We apparently will not be seeing Anna next week. Alright, have a good day everyone, and we will see you guys again later. If movie night is going to happen tonight, it is going to be in 15 to 30 minutes, I believe. So again, just join our Discord. Link is in the description, and once you can get in, just tell us a little bit about yourself or something like that. I don't pay attention to the introduction myself. You'll be let into the server, and then you can chat and everything, and we have movie nights every once in a while. Doppel, the one who was in the chat earlier, over here, the Doppel up there, he hosts a movie night for us, so thank you everyone for watching, and we hope you have a good day.